Hello crafty friends, Shana from ShanoukiArt. In today's My Big Fat Pink Journal episode, we're going to be creating a triple pocket. This is very similar to a single pocket. We're just going to layer it. I'm going to find a suitable page in my journal. I usually like to use something with a design or some kind of text in the background. This one will do nicely. I'm using a piece of scrapbook paper from my Stamperia pad for the base of this pocket. Again, I am not measuring anything. I have just put the paper down. I've sort of eyeballed where I want the pocket to be, and I'm using my ruler to tear it down to size. Remembering to leave about an 1/8 of an inch or a less than 5mm gap between the page edge and your pocket. You don't want the pocket edge to edge. It needs a little bit of space all the way around. I'm using a piece of vellum which I've cut shorter than my scrapbook paper, and I also have a piece of this spotty acetate. This will be a little bit taller than the vellum but shorter than the scrapbook paper, and this will make my triple pocket. You can add just one and make it into a double. I'm going to use a sewing machine to attach all of this together. Something that I like to share always when you are sewing with acetate or vellum, always have the acetate or vellum slightly bigger than your actual base paper that you're using. You want it to overhang. It is much easier to sew this than if it is cut exactly to size and you're trying to align it under the sewing machine. Vellum and acetate will slip under the sewing machine and it's very hard to align and sew it straight. Leave it to overhang, sew, and then you can trim it. And there it is, stitched all the way around. Of course, if you don't have a sewing machine, you can just stick your layers of your pocket together. Double-sided tape works best for vellum. I do find that glue tends to make the vellum curl. Trimmed off the excess acetate and vellum, and there's our triple pocket. You'll notice that the color that I've used for my pocket is a very light teal color, and that same color appears on the printable on the left-hand side. I've done that on purpose so that the pages are cohesive. I'm now using my clear craft glue to stick my pocket to my page. Of course, if you don't have acetate or vellum, you could have done the 3 layers with scrapbook paper or even book pages. The pocket is a little bulky because of the layers. I'm going to add some paper clips just to keep it in place while it is drying and to make sure that the surfaces are touching. And while that's drying, we're going to work on all the goodies that are going inside the pockets. I have this old vintage style postcard and then this beautiful butterfly, which is also from the Stamperia collection. I'm going to fussy cut this out and just pop it into the pockets. You could always journal on the back. I like adding all different kinds of things into my pockets, not just tags and journal cards, especially when I have acetate or vellum pockets because you can see through them. It adds so much interest to your page. Other ideas are photographs or special die cuts, stamps or special ephemera. I usually like to gather quite a few items that will go into my pockets. I'm not going to use all of them, but I like to have a variety so that I can try different ones and move them around and see what looks best. I will usually place the biggest pieces in the back pocket, with smaller ones up the front. You can see how beautiful that butterfly cutout looks where you can see it through the acetate, but it basically is in a pocket. Put your different pieces into the pockets. You can move them around, put them sideways, move them from one pocket to the other until you get something that's balanced and that you're happy with. I feel I need something more in the background, a larger piece behind everything. A great way to do this is just adding a piece of scrapbook paper. I tried different things to see what will look best. I tried a postcard. I'm trying this piece of scrapbook paper. That's why I think it's a good idea to have a variety of items ready to go into your pockets. You need to move them around and see what looks best. I'm not quite happy with that green. I'm going to go with this postcard, but I need to add something more to it. I first need to sort out what's going on with my little vellum pocket. I had some tickets in there that were a little bit chunky and were making the vellum warp. So I've added a little craft tag and then I've put a paper clip on the front where the stamp is. That sort of attaches the stamp to the vellum pocket on the front. For that postcard, I'm going to embellish it with a few rub-on stickers. I have these beautiful florals. These rub-on stickers are available from Taperlogy. I'll put a link in the description box below. So I've selected a few that match my theme and I'm going to add them onto the postcard. I'm just going to peel off the back and then place them on the corner, and then I'm going to use a paddle pop stick to rub them onto the postcard. I love using rub-on stickers. They don't have a shiny effect like most stickers do. They come in lots of designs, they're easy to use, and they really enhance your projects. If you don't have rub-on stickers, at this point you could also use pictures from a magazine, die cuts, stickers that you have. You could hand draw something. You could also cut out perhaps an image from any printables you might be using. Go through your stash of items that you're using for your journal and see what could go there. I think that just adds a pop of interest. It makes both pages cohesive, but it's not too much. You can still see that it's a postcard. Back to my rub-on stickers, I'm going to add a small floral cluster in the bottom right-hand corner over the vellum. This is just to create balance. We have floral on the background postcard. We have a few florals on the left on the printable. So like a triangle, I'm going to also place it in the bottom right-hand corner. And honestly, I think you can never have too many florals. A really easy 3-level pocket with acetate and vellum. Looks great in any journal. I really hope you enjoyed this video and were inspired to create your own multi-level pocket. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. Thanks again for watching. Happy creating, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.